So, what you probably already can see from the map, there are been erected some city walls around. That is still to be completed. That's why it's only 5 feet tall. And there's also a small lake, which is usually used as like a recreational site. And there's also some forest. It's not as huge as Denshade Forest.
Alright, so these trees are definitely not good enough for the city walls.
Actually, they could work as temporarily, but again...
Alright. Just needed to be sure.
Yeah. Again, they could be used. And you're also told by some of the men that have been sent along with you that according to scouts, the tribe or the clan of the Blood Rush would probably arrive in an hour or two.
Okay. How many...
again, they are placed farther up, but there are about 10 of these mercenaries that has been sent to the western side of town.
Okay.
There are, of course, also citizens and so forth. And basically, you have time right now to make last preparations before the attack.
I suppose start barricading?
Well, yeah, but I think it would be wise to have some scouts out to just get an idea of the numbers. Can we borrow some of these guys? And just, guard scout, don't make yourself known to the enemy.
I don't just like this idea of being the prey.
Of what?
Of being the prey.
No.
I say we go and meet them in the field.
Yeah, I don't say that.
Okay. I say that.
Yeah, you say that. But I mean, 2 guys or 3 guys, just, guard, don't make yourself known to the enemy. Just see if you can spot weapons, any sort of units in the enemy army that is out of the ordinary, and what sort of armaments they have, and then hurry back.
Second idea, we ambush them.
You mean here in this town?
Yes.
Great.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Yells, that would be 15.
Again, you have been long enough in town to know what some talents people have, and you easily pick out 2 of the more talented parts of the Hunter's Lodge to serve as the scouts. Arrad also confirms that they are proper.
What is this?
That is part of the city wall that is still yet to be fully completed.
Alright, so we need to man this area and this area. Can you walk on the walls?
Again, it's climbable.
But it's not like, with a raised area for archers and...
It's like 5 feet? Or
that's 5 feet, yeah, that part is still...
These are 15
feet.
Okay.
And there's also a watchtower over there.
Which is also 15 feet.
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
Well...
Do we have any... what are the armaments of our guys?
Most of the mercenaries, they are armed with various weapons from shields and swords and so forth. The citizens, however, are only armed with, for instance, pitchforks and so forth.
Alright, the citizens should probably be a second line of defense. But actually I'm thinking the guys with the shields and stuff like that, we can fill them up in the holes. Are any of them armed with ranged weapons?
Probably the members of the Hunter's Lodge have bows.
Alright, we'll tell them when we come back, because then we can add them to the tower. What's this?
That's a building.
Oh, really?
It's just a living area for some of the citizens, and has been vacated.
Are there any construction materials or anything we can do to make...
let's say, an investigation.
Makeshift barricades or something. That would be 16 as well.
16?
Yeah, investigation, right?
Yeah. You do find some building materials. For instance, there are building materials at the missing or lacking part of the wall, but also scattered throughout town because various buildings are also still being reconstructed.
Are there any carts, horse carts, carriages, anything like that?
Not in the immediate vicinity.
Right.
What about the windows or the logs?
Yeah, but they took it from us. They stole it.
You could probably make there and back again in a half an hour.
We'll send some of the minions, some of the mercenaries, because we can deal with it. Get the cart and just park it somewhere around here to sort of make it less accessible. Oh, Captain, I like that. Ling 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 ling. All right.
Yes.
Are you ranged mainly or
No.
melee?
Yep.
What are you?
Ranged.
Ranged. So you and I will be in the tower. If you guard the gate down here.
Yep, I'll take it up.
Yeah, and then we'll just get a report from the scout. What? Is it about an hour? We had about an hour.
Sorry,
About an hour to 2 hours,
All right.
depending on how fast the enemy is approaching.
Yeah, sure. So we might assume that the scouts would be here before.
Yeah.
If they survived.
Don't we maybe think the orcs have scouts?
Possibly.
Maybe we should go find them and kill them.
Sure, but the thing is, if we are caught out in the open and they encircle us, they will bypass our defenses.
Okay. I don't know. This seems like what they would expect.
When they are attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this lake wouldn't happen to be molten lava, would it?
No,
Dang it.
it's freezing cold, almost to the point that it's freezing over.
Does any of you know how to make traps?
Arrad probably would know some part.
I definitely know someone. If I don't know how, I know someone who knows how.
Because we could probably mine the area with traps out in front, and then sort of make a passage that we have someone alerting the scouts when they return, not to get into. Can you make traps?
You can make a survival check.
I know my fair share about like snares.
Go ahead. Anything you can do to.
Yeah, survival check.
22.
Dang.
24.
Again, basically, you can make whatever kind of natural traps you want. Snares, pitfalls, whatever. Again, it's going to take time.
Actually, I have an idea here. If you do want to ambush someone, you could hide in the bush as a bear and then come into the back of the enemy once they
I can
approach
hide
the
as a
walls.
bush.
Sure. But then you could yourself come out and attack them in the
I can
rear.
hide as an orc.
You could do that as well.
Actually, well, yes, that. I will hide in the bush, and then when they come next to the bush, I'll turn into a orc and go out of the bush, and then when they have their back turns, I'll kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And then we'll guard the walls with our godly companions.
Okay.
Alright, and I think the citizens should stay out of the fight for as long as possible,
Yes.
because they're the guys we're trying to protect.
Some of the mercenaries guide the citizens back to the church because it has one of the part of fortification along with the town hall itself.
Oh, wait a minute.
How's the siege on arrows?
Well, you have a...
You don't have to bother with counting arrows.
I'm just worried about like in general.
You have made your fair share, so there's not really an issue of running low at this point.
Okay.
That building there
Yeah.
will requisition as an aid station. Anyone wounded will go in there because I can just blast some healing stuff in there, and that would be perfect. What's the situation on the traps? How many could we get?
With the 2 rolls, I was gonna say they can make 2 each.
Okay, and what about? Does any of the mercenaries know how to make traps?
With the combined effort, they can probably also add 2 traps. So
All right,
6.
So I'm
traps
thinking
total.
we should scatter. Do you have some markers we could use for the traps? Because then I think we should just place.
Just make a cross where you want to place them.
Okay. You guys have any ideas? On where to place the traps?
Depends on what kind of traps it is.
Basically, you can make snares. You can make like pitfalls. Only.
Oh, we can make pitfalls.
Yeah, you could make a crossbow that fires off.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Laser and web.
No, unfortunately not. You don't have the diamonds.
Sorry.
So what? 6 in total or 5?
6 in total.
How deep are these pitfalls?
Again, they wouldn't be that deep, but you will be able to, for instance, hide a spear or something like that. So,
Alright, fair enough.
I put one of those there.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 of them here.
Okay.
so the reds are then
The pitfalls.
pitfalls. Yes.
And then we might. How dense would this forest area be?
It's fairly dense. No, actually, it's not, again. You are able to see some perhaps 20 feet inside the forest because there are not really any leaves, but there are just so many trees that they block the view after that.
But would it be inconvenient for an approaching army to go through the forest? Would it be more?
Depending on the size, then yes, that would probably be inconvenient.
Can I put like an old-fashioned net trap?
Like a
Up in there somewhere.
Certainly. Just make it with the green then.
In here you can just. I was thinking another pit trap here, and then we have 2 traps left. Yeah. And we could make them here.
Maybe we could have like a crossbow that goes off from like the hair somewhere.
Yeah, sure. The crossbow will be blue then.
Yes.
And then I'm thinking a pitfall here.
And I'm gonna say from the crossbow you can make a stripe line there because that's where it will activate and fire.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Here?
Yeah.
I have a slight suggestion. Could we move these 2 pitfalls over here?
No.
Then they'll hit them when they try to get over the wall.
Well, this is not a wall, right?
It's barely a wall.
It is a wall.
It's a 5 feet wall.
5 feet.
Oh, it's the height of the wall. All right, I see.
Here you go.
It's basically going to make it so that they won't be able to get over it for, I don't know, a couple of rounds.
Maybe, probably. How deep are those pits?
Enough for a spear to be in, but that depends on the size of the spear.
I'm gonna say, because you have enough men to do so, I'm gonna say about 6 feet deep. So a person could stand down and pull himself up, but no more than that.
Do we have any spare pitchforks or spears or something like that? Or spare pot helmets?
Actually, you mean to arm the...
No, actually not to arm the militia, but to sort of create an illusion that there are more people guarding the wall. Like, having a pitchfork pointing up somewhere or a bit of a helmet.
Mad for letting scarecrows into the army.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
So just some of the areas where you would expect to find a
for
guard.
instance, at the city wall.
Just having the illusion of more people.
Sacks of flour.
Scarecrows. Certainly. When you're just finished with the last trap and facing the people, or fake people, the scouts return.
What's the traps?
Well, they haven't been told of the traps.
That's why I'm shouting. Watch the traps!
And then you hear an orcish, oh, there are traps.
Yeah.
One of them takes a seat and jumps out of his way. The other one activates the pitfall.
That one?
Yeah.
You're building that one up yourself, mate.
I think he's dead, right?
Actually, because you warned him, he managed to move slightly out of the way. So rather than just being completely impaled, it's just one of his flanks that gets hit, and it screams out bloody murder as it happens.
I'll go out and help him up if he needs it.
And that is when you start to hear drums in the moon.
Right, report, guys, report.
The blood rush are coming, the blood rush are coming.
We saw about 20 heading this way.
20. All regular orcs?
All orcs, but there were some riding wolves. Apparently some shamanistic kind of spellcasters, war drummers. What more?
Weaponry?
Great axes, some with longbows, a couple with spears, from what we can tell.
Right.
They seem to also to spread out, perhaps, I don't know if they served as a scouting party or something like that.
Okay, so we've kind of showed up this area of the town. What about the rest of it?
That would be other parts of the militia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, to your positions, men.
Yes.
You'll go to the...
I'll go hide in the bush.
Yeah, and we'll go to the tower. Yeah.
So that was you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll go to the tower.
And I'll use my firbolg magic to make myself look like a sort of like your standard bush. No, your standard blood rage or
blood rush.
Blood rush orc.
Because you have also encountered before, so you know how the mark themselves and all that. Yes. Well,
I don't speak orcish, but
let's see how many were there.
It'll be fine, just do a lot of grunting.
do orcs speak giant? Too late.
Zog.
Zog. Working.
Oh, off I go then.
it's just again. They come charging towards you.
Do we have to make a stealth check?
Yeah.
Makes
Just
sense.
1 moment.
With like some sort of like advantage. Some in a bush.
Yeah, with advantage, because you are hit.
Pretty good. I'll take that 15. What's my stealth? Okay, 17.
17.
Zog zog.
They don't appear to notice you. Again, they are just focused towards the wall.
7 orcs.
And they are all regular orcs. No small dragons.
From what you can tell,
Do any of them have like class levels?
1 to 4 appears to be wielding great axes.
Alright.
5 and 6 are wielding spears. If you could just place 8 and 9. 8 is between 3 and 2. Just and 9 is by the side of 1. Number 8 is drumming on this huge leather drum in front of the stomach. And number 1 appears to be wielding in this fur rope, essentially, with a necklace of tooth and fangs around. And
Which one is that again?
that's number 9.
Number 9, okay.
Kill the drummer.
Yeah.
Kill the drummer. Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Kill the emissary.
14.
Yes, and Rhodri
10.
and
20.
Damien.
Nice.
And I rolled a 17, so.
So, yeah, the drummer, I think.
Yeah, but can we even reach him?
I have a longbow. Apparently that reaches 120 feet.
Yeah, you're fine.
If you
a lot.
remove the pit strap next to the bush.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Charlie's in there. Okay.
Sorry, Charlie.
I'm fine.
I hate you.
Charlie bit it.
I'm really hot, Charlie. I'm really hot. Yes, Arrad, it's your time.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna use my longbow and go for number 8. Was the drummer right?
Yeah.
Yes, I go for the little drummer.
Aww.
You make an attack roll. How long is your minimum range?
30.
Alright, you have sharp shooter feet, so no matter.
Oh yeah. No disadvantage for long range.
Yeah, exactly.
When would I have had a disadvantage? Just
Because bows have 2 types of range. You have the minimum range, probably 60 feet. Then you can shoot up to 120, but from 60 to 120 you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
But with the longbow, it's like 150 to 600.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
can
insane.
But with the sharpshooter range, you're the from any range.
well, all right then. I have +8 to attack, so that would plus my plus dex, not a bow. Yeah. Okay.
+3 to your attack.
Cool beans. That is 24.
24 against number 8.
Yup.
That hits.
All right, and that is a 1d8. Yeah. All right, that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Yes. Again, see the drummer like and just gets out of rhythm, but just continues drumming.
I just have one question about the sharpshooter feat, because it says can make a range attack with -5 to attack roll and 10 to damage.
Before you make an attack roll, you can say, I want to use the sharpshooter feat. So then you get a penalty on the attack roll, but plus to your damage roll.
Alright, how many times can I use that?
As many times as you want.
Alright, fair enough.
You just have to say it before you make the attack.
Okay, well, that's it for my turn, I suppose.
Okay, now it's my turn. Number 3 is gonna move 2 squares up and
Into the trap.
No, there is no trap.
And he could move
and 3 feet more towards the wall.
It hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't see you at all. Number 4. Oh, that's bad. It takes a sharp turn this way. 1.
This way?
Yeah, exactly. Now again, only 1 square, and then moves.
This way?
Yeah.
It falls into the trap.
The net trap, right?
Net trap.
He makes
Net game.
rolls and a dex save, but did not succeed. So he is now restrained. and 5 feet up in the air.
Har vi nogle små lille markader, vi kan putte på dem? Nå, ja, okay, det er en god idé.
Very well. Then it's number... That was 4 and I think number 3. The rest just move 6 squares up.
What about number 5?
Number 5... He's gonna make a run in front of number 8 and then continue so.
Like this?
Yeah.
Right there. Actually, yeah. And then the rest are just gonna move. Okay.
Again, I could make the dashing, but that doesn't make sense at this point because they are ready for combat. So
5, 6.
Yeah.
Would the floor of the tower be 15 feet up, or would that be the height of the tower itself?
That's the floor. That's
okay, so we can see over the wall from the tower.
Exactly. Well, that was my turn. Then it is Quad.
You want me to find your box? I will shoot at number 8 was the drummer.
The drummer, yeah.
I'll shoot at number 8 with my light crossbow.
Why always hurt me?
That would
Because you're shite.
17.
Hate music and rhythm.
And
Welcome to the town of Footloose.
6 piercing damage.
Damn. Yes.
That's my turn.
Well, then it is Rhodri.
Are the orcs sort of saying something, like chanting?
Basically, at this point, they're just yelling out charge and for honor and for glory.
But in common? Or?
In Orcish.
No, okay, I don't speak Orcish, but can I like hear what they're sort of saying and maybe kind of do that sound?
Most of them are just yelling with no words.
Fine. I will leave the bush, the orc, and be like, ah! So waving my great axe around.
This deception better work.
Very deceptive.
All but the wizard doesn't realize.
The wizard?
Gotcha.
Or the one in the row for...
That's
Okay.
number 9.
Okay.
But can he see him though?
But
Again,
through the bush?
From what you can see from where you...
the bush is technically taller than me.
Oh, true. No, he doesn't realize
cool.
it.
Yet.
Yeah. Death to humans.
I can't stop this feeling.
Yeah, that's about that. And I'll just sort of stand there, and when they sort of start moving in, I'll move in behind them. But I'm good there.
Yeah. Then it is Arrad's turn again.
Okay, cool. Well, the minions got a turn?
I'll move after you.
Oh shit, sorry. I'll shoot for number 8 again. That is not great. So
Actually, that's pretty shit.
that is the worst.
Again, you
I
just
botched that up.
aim down at the drummer, and in that moment where he's like lifting one of the clubs, hits the club instead.
Well, at least you didn't hit
That's
the guy
better
from
than I expected, actually.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't hit the guy from the trap.
Can you shoot
You
twice?
have extra attack on your turn.
I do?
Doesn't the rangers have extra attack in 5?
I believe the revised version do, and I believe that's the one I also used.
I don't see it on the
I think even original rangers had extra attack.
I'm gonna say you have, because
Okay,
most
so-
of the 5 level characters have.
So do I take like a penalty or something?
No, you just make
You just make 2 attacks on your turn.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that is 19.
hits.
And 9 points of piercing damage
Again.
to the drummer boy.
The drummer looks up at you with this wicked snarl, like, what are you gonna do? And then just in that moment, you just hit him right in the throat.
Spill over Slayer.
Do I?
Yeah, just remember. Cool. Play something we like. Yeah. Then it's my turn.
Wonderwall.
Number 3, 7, and 6 are gonna make their way towards the low part of the wall.
All the way into the trap.
Yes, exactly.
And then what is 7?
He's gonna move behind number 3.
Like this?
Yeah, and number 6 is gonna move.
He can just reach it, I think.
Yeah,
He's also gonna actually move into the place.
Okay.
He didn't realize it was there. Then they're both gonna need to make a dex. Number 6 actually managed to grab hold of the wall.
Okay.
Just as the ground beneath him falls. But number 3 didn't.
Oh.
And just see how his left leg is just impaled by the spear.
Oh my god.
And that was number 3. Gross. Yes. Very well. Yes, Gaga. Yes. number 5, 2, and 1 are gonna move towards the city gate.
2, 3, 4.
Exactly. He doesn't dodge out of the way. Does his hit.
And the trap is expanded, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, again, it doesn't really.
Automatically reload.
It's automatic.
Then that will be the only trap you would have been able to make.
Okay.
He takes 5 points of damage as his shoulder is hit.
Ow.
And that is the spear guy.
Can we see number 4? Even though he's trapped, can we see him or could we just hear him?
You can basically hear him like. And number 1, number 5 is gonna take his javelin and just aims towards. That will be you, actually, Quack. Flings it up. And that's gonna be. Oh, why don't I always forget to write down an attack bonus? 14 against Lazy.
Nope.
You just move, duck out of the way, and flies over the head.
Matrix style. And the bells. Chime.
Number 9, he is gonna also move towards the gate. Yes. Number 4 actually managed to get free of the trap, but he can't move.
I just have this. Let's call it a rekindle wish that he's just getting out of the wood, the forest this way.
And you see the robed guy conjures a flame, bolt, and flings it up towards Arrad.
Oh no.
That's me.
That's you. Does an orc count as a person or a beast or something?
A monster, a humanoid, and then orc as a type.
Okay.
And that's gonna be
Whole person? Or whole monster?
That'll work. The whole person will work on all the work.
Right.
That's gonna be 14 against your AC.
I have 15.
He hits just one of the rails instead of you.
How many guards do we have in this gap and in this one?
Currently, most of them are actually right behind and at the other parts of the wall.
Right.
And you also start to hear fight break out from around you. You're not the only ones being attacked. At this
Like,
point.
if it is 200 guys and we only got 9 of them,
Yeah.
definitely been placed the wrong place.
Yeah, of course. I was just wondering about the, how we had positioned our guys.
Certainly. Quap, it's your turn.
Does it take extra move actions to go down the tower?
No.
I'll try to hit number 2 in the face with my mace.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That would be 15.
Hits.
And that means he will take... Oh, that's the wrong die. 3 bludgeoning damage. Take that, you filthy animal!
That was number 2. You attacked. Yes. Very well. Then it is Rhodri.
Cool. Chaboy. I will go into a rage, and then I will run up to this guy and be like, hey, let me help you with that, and I'll kick him into the pit. I'll try to kick him into the pit.
Okay, make an athletics check.
With advantage, because I'm raging.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I'm something in...
I like the joke.
My total roll was 18.
Are you still looking like an orc?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, you push him 5 feet on top of the other one. And he takes 6 points of damage as he just also is impaled on his shoulder.
But are they both sort of shoved in there?
Yeah.
Now it's time for the Molotov.
Okay. Now, kicking a person, is that a full action?
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Alright. Can I, as a bonus action, go over and stand on that other orc's hands?
Nope, because you used your bonus action to go into.
Oh, I sure did. Alright, then I will
Laugh at them.
aha. I guess now I will. Can I? Would I be able to walk up here? And
You
then
probably wouldn't be able to go up on top because it's 5 feet. So.
but I'm 8 foot tall.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Yes.
That's my turn.
Very well. Arrad, it's your turn again.
Yeah, so how about them disadvantage? Because that number 9 is definitely less than 30 feet away from me.
Oh, you don't have disadvantage on that.
Ah, okay. Well, in that case, I will first use a bonus action and casts Hail of Thorns.
Oh, nice. I can't recall. What is that?
The next time I hit a creature with a ranged attack, before the spell ends, and it has duration up to a minute, the spell creates a rain of thorns that starts from my ranged weapon or ammunition. Also, it is a cone. Everyone within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d10.
Okay, so you make both an attack and hail thorns. Yes, okay. And that was against number 9.
Well, I just cast it, then the next time I hit a creature with it. So I will be trying to hit number 9. With, that was it 20? Yeah, 22.
22, you hit.
Oh, donkey. Had number 9 taken damage?
Nope.
Alright, just checking. So that's 7 points of piercing damage. Yes. And, Hail of Thorns activates. So each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
Ow.
That's
gonna be number 1 and number 5.
Yeah. 14 on one and 16 on the other.
Right.
And what's your spell safety? That's
just checking. That is 13.
13. So they both succeed.
Yes, which means I
half damage,
think
probably.
half damage. Yes. Yes, half as much. And they take 2 points of piercing damage each.
And that's 1 and 5.
Yep. Since I used my bonus action, I suppose I can't make another attack.
Yeah, when you make an attack, then
You attack twice.
That's part of your attack.
Your attack is now attacking twice.
Okay, so I just attack again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw, man.
Never mind.
Boy.
You fire the arrow towards the shaman again, but he just conjures up a flame, consuming the arrow in mid-air. Very well, then it's my turn again. Number 5 is going to join the rest of the party up there. Sorry, no, number 4. Number 4.
Oh,
that's my mistake. And he's going to dash just to make sure he gets all the way up.
7, 8, 9. We're not here?
Yeah.
He wants to be there.
And number 5 is going to join his comrade, number 2. Or is he actually? No, he won't, because he's a spearman. And number 1 is going to, however. And they're both going to attack you, Quap.
Yes. 1 and 2?
Yeah. That's going to be 17 and 18.
18 hits.
Okay. And that's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points of slashing damage. Right.
That was 1, 4, 5 is going to attack you, Arrad. Not going to hit. The shaman is going to cast Cure Wounds.
Can I dispel magic when it's not my turn?
Yeah, you can use it as a reaction.
So can I dispel his Cure Wounds?
Yes, certainly.
How long is the range for Dispel Magic?
It's 60 feet, I believe.
It's definitely more than 10.
Yeah. Okay. And as soon as
120 feet.
That is plenty.
And when the spell is third level or lower, it automatically fails. So that was the
Bing bing!
numbers 7 and 3 are going to try to get up from the pit. 7 managed to do so by stepping on number 3, getting up on the wall next to you.
Oop.
Number 3 did not succeed, probably because he was stepped on.
Sure.
And number 6 is also going to jump up on the wall and attack you, Rhodri. Just thing. That's going to be 16.
Not hits.
Yes. 9
half
points
damage?
of slashing damage.
Halved because I'm raging.
Yeah, raging.
So 5 or 4.
It's going to be 14.
Okay. Hvordan man altid ned? Sådan noget op.
More altid ned there.
Okay, fine. Cool. I'll take it.
Yes, I believe that was all the orcs, and then it is Quap's turn.
Yes.
You have a lot of friends in front of you.
I do. I hit number 2 before, right?
Yeah.
I'll try to do that again. With my mace.
Mace to the face.
I'm assuming that 11
Doesn't hit.
wouldn't hit. No, that's.
Alright, it actually hit, but he totally ignores the pain. Just
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't think I can do anything else. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can.
also remember, as a tiefling, you have what is it called, rebuke or something, hellfire rebuke.
Yeah.
Hellish rebuke.
Hellish rebuke.
Yeah, I do. That's a reaction, though.
Yeah.
I spent my reaction.
Just so you.
But I was actually looking for. I would like to use Shield of Faith.
Whoa.
And it says a creature of your choice. Could that be me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Choose.
Oh, but I mean...
I don't believe it has to specify if you are not one of the targets.
Okay, but then I'll cast it on myself.
Yeah.
And that means...
+2 to AC?
Yeah, for 10 minutes, and it's concentration.
Okay, so now you're like 20 in AC?
Yep.
Damn. And ignore critical hits?
I love my AC.
That is a lot of AC.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Yes, and then it's Rhodri's turn.
Okay, I'll turn to number 6 and be like,
Back in the pit you go.
and I'll try to push him back down into the pit.
Make a athletics check.
So the orc number 3 is just the most unlucky dude in the world. I'm almost out. No.
Is 21.
Yeah, but you succeed. He only rolls a 10 in total.
All right.
See how much damage it takes. That was the total amount of 10, and that was number 6. Right, he had succeeded on the previous. Yeah. So he is looking quite hurt from that. Again, it's like in Hot Fuzz, you know, where the comes up from below the other.
Oh, God.
What about number 3?
Was that an action?
Yeah.
To push a guy.
If you were pushing, you could only push him away. You couldn't.
Okay.
Again, you were throwing him to the side.
All right, fine. I'll turn to number 7 and be like,
Couldn't you basically turn into an animal as a bonus action?
yeah, I can, but I don't think I want
No.
Oh, was it number 6? I thought you put number 7 back in the pit on top of number 3.
No, well, I wanted to do both. Can I do that both?
Okay, but I was gonna say it's not with advantage.
Fair enough. Fair dues. That's less fortunate.
Maybe I should try to roll a d20 instead of a d20.
That's gonna be maths 30.
Not enough. He actually managed to grab hold of the wall behind him.
That's my turn.
Very well. And Arrad.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, everybody got cookies. So Arrad, what are you gonna do?
I'll hail of thorns again,
Yeah.
and then I'll aim for number 5, I think.
Yes, he's also hurt actually. So that's what.
Oh, great!
Colossal Slays.
Colossal Slay. Yeah. So that's still 14.
14.
14?
Yeah, I have like 8+ range on the 8+ attack on the longbow, and then I have like 3 dex modifier.
No,
Plus
and that's included the dex modifier.
Oh, well, shit.
Because with an efficiency and
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's just
that makes sense.
Dex plus proficiency
Yeah.
plus whatever you roll.
That makes sense. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's
it is.
well, shit. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Again, it's a new character.
All right. Gotta try again since I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, you do. Good.
That's much
That hits.
I'm fairly sure that hits. That's 5 points of piercing damage, and then he explodes in thorns or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh shit! He also takes bonus damage from the colossal.
Yeah.
That was 1d8.
I believe 1d8.
1d8 extra damage. 2.
That was actually just enough to kill him.
Oh shit!
You see how he's struck by the arrow, and as he falls down, these vines just sprout out from his chest.
gross.
And that's gonna hit number
1 and 9.
1 and 9. Right,
Yeah.
it was number 5.
Yeah, they have to do the dex save.
You do this dex save. That sounds like a dance move.
Dex save.
You take a step to the left.
And you avoid the arrow.
That's gonna be the lowest one is a 14.
Yeah, okay, then they both succeed, so they take... well, we roll it down, so that's 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and that was number 1 and 9. The shaman is also looking kind of iffy at this point.
Yes!
Then it's my turn. Well, because they're orcs, they don't know any better about your shields, so they're going to try to strike you, all 3 of them.
Good luck.
And each one rolled a single digit, so I believe that hit. Number 9 still going to attack you, Arrad.
Alright.
With a spell?
That's a 1, that doesn't do jack. He has to use the fire to burn out the vines that's slowly corrupting him. Number 3 is trying to get out of the pit, succeeds. He's just going to take a step next time. Number 6 is going to try to get out of the pit. He also succeeds and get up on the wall again. And number 7 is going to attack. Ha! And that's going to be 14.
Nope.
Yep.
Suck it.
Back in the pit with you.
Basically, he tries to strike out in panic as you try to pull him down. Like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, that was my turn.
Right. I would like to attempt to bash number 2 in the face with my mace.
Nah.
Nope.
Welcome to the single digit.
Bink. Yep. That's my
All the
turn.
single digits.
Very well, then it is Rhodri.
All right.
Let's finish this.
I will try to attack number 7 with my great axe.
Yeah, 2 can play that game apparently.
So yeah, but that's a 19, so that presumably hits, and it's a D12.
And you also get rage bonus.
Yes, I do. So it is 5 plus 4 plus 2, so that's 11 points of slashing damage.
You just cleave him into the wall. No. 7 is dead.
And then I'll leave the axe in him because that's cool, and I'll turn myself into a bear.
I thought you couldn't do that.
Oh, you can totally do that.
A raging bear?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's gonna be devastating. But still kind of funny because he's like balancing on a wall.
So a raging circus bear?
Yeah.
Back, we found the bear.
He's now wearing a vest and a vest for some apparent reason. Very well. That is
And he is furious about it.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
So I'll attack number 9.
Yeah. And that's gonna hit.
Yes. With shit, that's the one. 1 point of piercing damage. Well, sorry, that's where I have plus
Plus
3, so that's 4. And since he's hurt, I also get Colossus Slayer, which is 5. So
Well, the first attack left him with 1 HP,
so he's dead.
you just see him like.
How are the mercenaries faring?
Make a perception check. With disadvantage because you have 3 orcs in front of your face.
Sure. That would be perception. That would be 10.
From what you can hear, they're still fighting, but you don't really have time enough to
Okay.
make a proper gaze towards them.
It's been like 12 seconds
Yeah.
since the fighting started.
Oh yeah, but the orcs are already here.
That's true.
By the way,
And some of them are dead.
when you say I have 2 attacks, does that mean I can also attack another person?
Yeah. The warden to list.
Righty-roo. I'll attack number 4 then. That is...
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's 18, I think.
Yeah. It's,
Just 6
yeah.
pathetic hit?
Yep.
Paul has to receive any damage prior to this.
So that's 6 points. And he had damage before this?
Nope. He had been in the net prior.
Ah, okay. Well, in that case, he takes 6 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
And now he's hurt.
You slowly just turn him into head shock at this point. Well, the trio of orcs are still gonna attack Quad.
Yes.
And the highest was a 19.
Not enough.
3 and 6 are gonna attack you, Rhodri, the bear.
How long does that shield last?
10 minutes.
A minute, I think.
No, right, 1 minute, or if his concentration is broken.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as long as they can't attack you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
Well, as long as they can't hit you, I mean.
That's only going to be a 13 to attack roll.
Both of them?
Yeah, that's the highest
That
attack
hits.
roll. Oh,
And I have bear arm.
yeah, and the other one was only 7, so...
Okay, 7 doesn't hit, but 13 does.
Die here. Oh boy, that was maximum damage. That's going to be 15.
34, men nu er det jo så...
And Bjørn i en anden størrelse
That's
end
going to be
medium.
7 points off for this.
It's large.
Ja.
They have got to have de må jo have en allerhelvedes masse attack, hvis det skal gøre godt for, at du mister så meget armor.
Basically, it's 3 HP because one
it's-
bear
yeah,
dies,
so
he
it's-
just reverts to normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't lose this health really, the bear does.
Okay.
That's also why when you get a 20 level druid, they're basically impossible to kill. That was all the orcs.
Bear sounds! No.
Then it is Quark's turn.
Yes, I would once again attempt to hit number 2 in the face
Basically,
with my mace.
Whack a orc.
Yeah. Nope, that's a critical fail.
Damn, you're really
man.
rolling poorly right now.
It's not my day with dice.
Maybe you should just cast like Searing Flame or something, so they have to make a save.
Yeah, maybe.
Then it is Rhodri's.
Alright, which one of the 2 orcs is looking worst?
Number 6 clearly is.
Alright, I will attack it with my Bite attack.
Again, his whole lower jaw is basically loose at this point.
My bite attack. Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh, boy.
And so that is going to be a bit of a waste, really.
Too bad he's wearing it.
Så ruller man 2 gange.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 6 plus 7, that's 13 plus 4, that's 17 plus 2, that's 19 points of damage.
You bite him in half.
Nom, 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 nom. And then I will claw the other one.
Yeah.
And I'll make it reckless.
Ooh, that.
Can I do that as a bear?
Of course.
I'm going to say yes at this moment because I can't really be bothered.
Soup bone.
No.
Soup bone.
It's probably pretty good, actually. Whoa.
Lucky combat soup bone.
Det bliver... Så det rammer jo. Jeg kan ikke huske, hvad jeg lægger til.
Anything above 13.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, because it's 20. And it's going to be even 13.
You just take his head and just push him into the ground and claws just rip him to shreds as you do.
Murderous bear!
You're just red in blood and he's dead.
Okay, and then I guess I'll move my speed. Wait, is my speed 6? Is it?
I believe it's 40 when you're a bear.
Yeah, that sounds right. Bear!
Well, then it's Arrad's turn again.
Alright, I shall go for number 4 first. That is 9.
That's also going to be my die. 999.
Dang, dang, dang. Once again.
Also a 9, but
But this time,
15.
this time it's the good 9.
15, that actually hits.
Oh, goody. That is first 10 points of piercing damage.
Nice with that.
Okay, because if he didn't, I still had the colossal thing.
Basically, he's raising up his arm, ready to bash Quartz, attempting to do, and as he does, the arrow just flings into his armpit and through his chest.
Trick shot.
A piece of orange string just wavering in the air.
They all laughed at my orange string.
Yeah, then there's 1 and 2 left.
They seem cheap shit now. Bear, bear, bear.
And are they gonna attack the bear? Yeah, fuck it. Number 1 is gonna attack Rhodri, and number 2 is gonna attack Quark.
He has a spear, number 1, so he can do that.
No, he provokes an attack opportunity.
Oh, okay, so does he go over here or here?
He's gonna move just on top of the trap.
Ja, okay. For attack of opportunity. Med din majs.
Med min mace.
Delicious.
Nope. At least I can heal stuff.
It's gonna be an 11 attack roll against you.
That hits. Hits.
Who needs that?
And a natural 20 on you, Paul.
Oh, well, there are no critical hits on me. Just a normal hit because of my adamantine armor.
Right, that's just an ordinary attack then.
That's just a regular attack.
So that's gonna be 15 because you still roll maximum damage on the die.
Right, so 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you need to make a Constitution save.
Well, I rolled 13.
Yeah, you're fine. No, fine. Yeah, the shield is still up. And right there. Meanwhile, the bear is getting an axe to its ear, taking up 5 points of damage, half down to 2.
It's nothing.
That's my turn.
Wait, han havde faktisk advantage på sit angreb.
Alright,
se, om han kritter.
He did.
Okay. I'll do what I did last turn.
Nice.
Alright, wait a minute. That's 16.
That hits, and then it was against number 2.
Yes, it is.
Who hasn't really take that much damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
That changes.
And
You just see how.
Wait a minute.
Now,
Did he? He hit me before, right?
yeah, before you cast the shield.
So I could have used the.
No, because that time you had used counterspell.
Oh yeah, because it's a reaction. The hellish rebuke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, you use your reaction for attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see.
True. Yes.
Oh goddamn, that's wrong. That is wrong. I don't know how it is.
Right, you had attacked the orc. His head is now even more flat than before.
Dead flat? No, but is he dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
Again, he's looking grim, but he's still alive. And then it is Rhodri's turn.
Okay, I'll attack number 1 for whatever it takes to... Jeg skal holde op med at lukke den sides. But I can definitely... I'll use the bite attack.
Yeah.
Multo baito attacobero.
As they say.
Somewhere.
And I'm just doing normal stuff. So we got 16.
Hit.
That's 10 points of damage.
You bite over his head,
No.
and he just falls flat, a limp in your room.
Cool. Then I will move up to flat face over here and I will claw him.
Yep.
Let's finish this. I say in pair. That's less great. That's only 8.
Doesn't hit.
Man, that's some bullshit.
In that moment where he's hitting the haze, he staggers back, and then your claw comes down, just hits the ground instead.
End of my turn.
Yeah. Arrad.
Yes.
Who are you gonna attack? Number 2 or one of the allies?
Tempting.
Aww.
He's got his back turned.
I think I hit.
Yes, you do.
6 points of piercing.
Still alive.
Number 2 has been hit before, right?
Yes, he has. He is so.
That is 6 extra points.
And that's the second time we're just, with the first strike, put him down to 1 health and just flat out killed him.
So he's gone.
Finishing him.
Every orc is gone.
Da 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 da.
Dun, dun, da, 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 bad dance.
But at this point, when the fight subsides,
Well, really, for an
then you start to hear sounds coming from behind you from further inside the town.
Oh no.
You hear screams and shouts, and also from orcs. And then you also see this column of black smoke billowing in the air, coming from the church, or the direction of the church at least.
We should probably take a long rest. Go to the town.
Let's go questing.
Yeah.
And how about the other mercenaries here? How many are still left alive?
We handled all these people. I mean, all the others should be fine.
Actually, there's no loss on your side. There's a couple that has been not legally wounded, but gravely wounded. Probably need some recovery before they can continue fighting.
Guard this section of the wall, and we'll head into town.
As always, the intro music were by David Szesztay, whereas the other pieces were by Kevin MacLeod. Links can be found in the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time in Doraken.
Thank you.